What up, though? And welcome to the Boss Up Ball Out podcast, your trusted source for Detroit Lions news and rumors. It's your man, Kurt Steele. Do the crew a favor, like the video and share the channel with other Lions fans just like yourself. If you like the content, subscribe to the channel and become a part of the Boss Up family. Now it's time to bring in my co-host, man. It's our resident defensive line coach and executive chef, the Wolverine. Who?
Hey, at the beginning of that music, man, maybe you want to do the stab. Y'all remember the stab? Y'all remember the stab? Yeah. It's my coach, Mike Jones, going on, Lion fans.
And it's the pride of Yaktown, the curator of Thirsty Thursdays on Instagram, my man, LL Cool Torrance.
Coach Mike, I don't remember that one at all. I don't remember that dance at all.
Remember the stab? Don't remember the stab? Come on, man.
Yeah, y'all acting up on Wednesday, man. Hey, it's hump day, baby. And this is how we get down on our channel. Look at Lions news, headlines, or takes. If we agree, we say they are bossed up. If we disagree, we say it is balled on. And we give our take on why we agree or disagree. Now, let us look at the topics for today's show. We got a good one today, people. All right. Looking at today's show, we got defense shines in the second padded practice. David Montgomery is the forgotten piece to a championship. And John Cominsky gets carted off with a knee injury, which ended up being a torn MCL. But I hate it for that guy. Let's get into what we saw on the field yesterday at the padded practice. The defense shined, man. They put the offense on notice. First interceptions during the team period. And what that entails is that the defense stepped it up on day 2 of the padded practice, man. AG's groups were flying around, making plays, and it took a while for them to kind of catch up to Ben Johnson's offense, which isn't easy to do because guess what? They're a top 5 offense anyway. So today, the new look secondary finally got to the quarterbacks and team drills, picking off 2 passes, and a third was by linebacker Derek Barnes, who took one away from Jared Goff, just like he did Baker Mayfield in that NFC divisional game. Detroit's defense has been stout against the run over the first 2 days of the padded practice, stopping a powerful attack and keeping the offense out of the end zone during the team periods. Well, for most of the day. However, the offense is not to be denied. Ben Johnson ain't no punk. He may not say a lot with his words, but he says a lot with his actions. And he turned up the heat in the 2 end of game situational drills on the offensive side of the ball. The team scored on a drive powered by Goff, J-Mo, and a touchdown by St. Brown. And the second unit came out with Nate Sudfeld. We Sudafed be killing me sometimes, but he led that second unit offense down the field and scored on a 25-yard touchdown pass to Caden Davis to end the day. The defense ruled the day, but the offense came through in the end. Even my man John McEnroe over at Detroit Sportscast was like, man, the offense was sucking today. Then he had to come back and say, well, until the end of practice. And then the name I keep hearing, because on the offense, I keep hearing Darius Fountain. But on the defense, I keep hearing that second round pick in his Rakestraw. He continues to show up with the pads on. He picked off Hendon Hooker with one of the 3 interceptions by the defense, and he dropped another one later on in practice. I am encouraged. I don't know about y'all, but I'm encouraged by his development since his return from spring workouts. And he's made it a point to take a professional approach to his craft, like his draft mate Terrion Arnold. The two are tied to the hip with each other, man. They call each other best friends. They watch film together and work on techniques on their off time. I believe the future is bright for the Detroit Lions secondary. Now, I'm gonna have to take it over to you guys, man. Looking at the defense, man, they finally caught up. Do you think it's more aggressive play, or do you think that they actually are coming into form and actually gelling? So I'm going to take all of the above, but what do you guys think? I'm gonna say it's bossed up for me. I like what the defense is doing, so I'm gonna kick it to LL first because we're gonna say the defense question, the hard defensive take from my man Coach Jones, who's a defensive coach. But what you got, LL, on the defense stepping up on day 2 of padded practices?
Yeah, man. I guess that's a bossed up take, man. Which one is it? Just because out of curiosity, which one do they say usually start out fast? Is it the offense or the defense? Whichever one out. Well, dang, never mind. I was hoping it was gonna say the offense and then the defense was catching up with them. But like Kurt said, they get to practice against a top 5 offense every single day. So there's that. But no, it should be a good sign for everybody out there. All of the most of the things that we needed to see, like we get to see some stuff from the rookie league, seeing Derek Barnes step up, seeing a lot of different people make plays, man. So it's a bossed up take. Shout out to the defense.
All right, now man. I gotta speak to you, Coach Jones, as a defensive coach. What are you seeing from the Lions defense right now?
Well, first off, the defense is reactive, right? Offense is more timing, right? They have to make stuff happen. The defense goes and attacks, and it's always more natural to attack. That's why they always say defense has a leg up, because offense has to work out those little timing issues, the little route issues, the blocking schemes, you stepping together with the block. Some guys might kind of step to the block, but they're not stepping together on those wedge blocks. So the defense is reacting to everything the offense is doing, and being a reactor is a lot easier than being a person who's working on timing. So, and then Ennis Rakestraw he's out there, he's with TA all day long. They're studying, they film. TA's gonna be the starter. Rakestraw's like, listen, bro, I'm not no number 2. You know what I'm saying? I'm not no hand-me-down, bro. You finna lose your spot, somebody. So he's just out there playing, man, and I love the defense, man. I like offense. I'm an offensive guy too, but I love the defense, man.
All right. Hey, do us a favor. Like the video, share the video, and comment on the video. And shout out to a special guest yesterday, Marissa Tigney of the Heard That podcast, man. She had some great takes yesterday. We had some fun on the show yesterday. So shout out to her. Go check out that Heard That podcast, man. You can follow her on X at Lovely Marissa T. So go ahead and check her out over there. She does a wonderful job, man, with just sports in general. But she's a Lions fan. She's from Lansing. I thought she was from Detroit, but she's from Lansing. She cleared it up yesterday. But loving what we got out of her yesterday and her takes, man. So go check it out. And for just to kind of close that defensive thing out in Rakestraw and Arnold, one thing I did see yesterday is about how AG is coaching TA. He's coaching them hard. There's no slacking off of it. He's very hard on them. Even his teammates, Kirby Joseph, calling him out in front of the whole secondary, saying, hey, man, you got to make that play. So, and then going against guys like J-Mo and St. Brown, every practice is only going to make him better. Is you throw a rookie against a top 5 offense, man, he's going to struggle right out the gate. So I'm loving what I'm seeing out of Taron Arnold as well. Now it's time to kicking on over, because my man Coach Jones talk about somebody who is getting forgotten in the Lions offense. What you got, Coach Jones?
Well, we hearing a lot about J-Mo, and we hearing a lot about Jahmyr Gibbs and Sam Laporta, but you know what? Who we forgetting? We forgetting about David Montgomery, man. David Montgomery, when he was in Chicago, he was the everything back, man. He was a 1,000-yard rusher. He catching passes out the backfield. And we as Detroit Lions fans should know, because David Montgomery went ham against us every time they played. We forgetting about David Montgomery, man, because if we didn't have Jahmyr Gibbs, which I'm glad we do, but if we didn't have Jahmyr Gibbs, David Montgomery would be going crazy. I just don't want David Montgomery to be forgot about, man, because people say that, this is Jahmyr Gibbs' backfield, and I don't think it is. I think Jahmyr Gibbs will be allowed to go and move around, and he'll eventually come back to the backfield, but he's allowed to do other things because Montgomery there. You know what I mean? And Montgomery, I don't know if y'all been reading or not, but Montgomery put Jack Campbell on notice at practice. Okay, he hit him with the Heisman, and Jack Campbell landed on his ass. So y'all better now Jack Hamill's 6'5" and he about 240, 250. And Monty, you know what I'm saying? So you gotta remember who David Montgomery is, man. When he'll put that power on you, man. Like he's a dynamic back who can catch out the backfield, he can get to the outside, he can play in the pass game, he can run between the tackles with power. That's him, man. And I'm telling you, man, Montgomery cannot be forgotten about. I hope he doesn't get forgotten about in the scheme of things by the OC, man. So I just hope that us as fans just don't forget that David Montgomery is that dude, man. So I don't know, man. Y'all want that's for me. That's a double boss up take right there, man. Because I personally, man, I love David Montgomery, man. I hate him when he was in Chicago, but now he with us. He cool.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna have to get out a boss up take as well, man. Looking at what he did last year, David, or just what he's doing right now. David Montgomery is a pro's pro. He doesn't care about individual stats. The only one he cares about is the one in the win column. I agree. He's becoming overlooked, but if the Lions are to win the Super Bowl, he will be a big part of the offense, man. And I agree with you that he's not just a power back. Look at some of the runs he broke last year, man, down the field. The one that stands out the most for most people is one of the Chargers game, man, where he just took it, 80 yards to the house on a play that was busted because they called the wrong play. They had the wrong personnel in, and he just did his thing and went out there and took it to the house. So I agree with you wholeheartedly that he's becoming the factor of people saying overlooking him, but he's not to be overlooked. Montgomery is the man, and he's going to continue to produce in this offense. All right, my man LL, what you got, brother?
Well, I agree with the take. It's a bossed up take, but I'm not so sure how much they believe it. Hopefully they all have good sense and understand that, I like how you said that he's a lost piece to a forgotten piece to a championship. That's how you can get there. I believe at points in that San Francisco game, we probably should have rode David Montgomery more. You got to ride the hot hand or whatever. They start to give a bulk of those carries to Jahmyr Gibbs. Not saying that they shouldn't. Well, maybe I will say that they shouldn't have had, because I feel like David Montgomery was having a better game at that point, or was just moving it a little bit better in certain points in that game. Probably would have helped us out. But of course, hindsight is 20/20. So whatever, that's in the past. But no, I hope that they use him. I hope that he's still the number one back. And not saying that Gibbs will be the backup necessarily, but just a 1-2. I hope that David Montgomery is the one, because he has it all. Like I don't want to repeat anything, but he can do it all. Catch, running through the tackles, running on the outside, got a little bit of speed, got a little bit of juicy to him. He can do it all, man. And it's my hope that they actually use him just a touch more. They both can get to 1,000. There's already talk that they have a goal in mind between the two. I don't know if it's ever been said, but in my mind, it's probably we both gonna try to get to 1,000 or something like that. Maybe both get to 1,000 or both get to 1,100 or 1,200 or something like that. But I believe they can do it with using them both as they should be used. So you don't necessarily have to modify the game plan too much. You can just use them as you should, and both could be able to get to whatever benchmarks they want to get to. So yes, I like David Montgomery, and I believe that he is going to be a big piece of this team going forward. Any success that we gonna have.
Yeah, definitely. I agree with that as well, man. And if y'all didn't hear, it's a boss up take for me, definitely, with my man David Montgomery being that hitting piece to the Lions championship drive. Hey, like the video, share it with other Lions fans, just like yourself, man. I think Geronimo, that's just your cat name. People were asking what your cat name is, LL.
Yeah, my bad. Yeah, yes, that's his name.
That's it. Is he scratching or something right now? I hear him in the background. He trying to be on the show, man. We need to give him a mic or something. We need to get him mic'd up. You know what I'm saying? All right. Last topic for the day is the terrible, terrible news that we heard coming out of the My Performance Center at Allen Park yesterday. LL, what you got, man?
Well, Turk, you led us right to it, man. That boy, the John Cominsky, has a torn MCL, and I guess it's what's the word here? Prognosed. I don't know the word, but they said he's gonna miss 5 to 6 months. It's a very long time, man, but I guess that's how it's got to go. He will have surgery real soon, and they said that he could be back for the postseason if we do make it that far. Of course, we all here think that we will, so we'll see you soon, man. Should the next score, I guess the point is, should the Lions bring in another defensive lineman? I think they will, but it'll be a rotational piece. Because I like how the Lions handle things, or how they've shown to handle things. Is next man up. They try to promote from within. So I believe that we already heard that John Cominsky was on the working with the third team anyway, and some people believe that he might have been a roster on the roster bubble. So this could be, I guess, good for him, but I believe this is going to be better for the people that was in the same position. We were already getting to see Pascal out there. Of course, we heard that. Through reports from us at least, that Levi and the Rook, I can't think what's on his Wingo, Makai Wingo, have been working out on the edge, so working in his position particularly. So, they've already been working on that, but this is maybe it's better for him. He seems to get a couple nicks throughout the season, at least while he's been here. So at least he'll be fresh and ready to go when he gets here. But who could they add to the defensive line if they do? I'm not sure. I looked at a couple of the names. One of the guys that I actually like is Carl Lawson, but I believe he's coming off an injury. So whoever they do bring in, I believe it'll be a rotational type piece. And maybe y'all's friend, what's his name, Marcus Davenport, actually be able to get some playing time as well. And maybe he'll be able to step up and shut me up some. But see you, like I said, see you when you get well. Commish, what do you guys think about that?
I'll take this one because I'm definitely got to say that the best take for last, talking about defensive line, I got to go to Coach Jones again. But for me, tough break for the commission. I don't think the Lions are in a panic right now to add another defensive lineman. Like you said, LL, they like to promote from within. Cominsky has been that odd man out of the rotation for the first and second team defensive line. With the development of Levi Onwuzurike and some of the other guys you talked about, Josh Pascal, Marcus Davenport, I don't think the Lions will bring in another player right at this moment. I think if they do bring in another player, I think it will be closer to the end of camp where they may be scrambling. But I don't think they're going to bring in another guy right now. I think they believe in the guys that they have, and they're going to stick to their guns because of the fact that he was just down the depth chart. John Cominsky was getting pushed out the way by some of the younger individuals that have some of the same skill sets that he has. You have Pascal can play defensive tackle and defensive end, and now you're looking at Levi Onwuzurike developing those same traits. And with Terrell Williams being at the helm of the defensive line, I'm not in a panic at all about John Cominsky, but I hope he gets well, and I hope he can make it back for the postseason. Now, with that being said, we got to kick it to our executive chef, be cooking up them takes on the defensive line, man.
Yeah.
The Wolverine, what you got, brother?
I just want to start off by saying, man, it's an unfortunate accident that happened to John Cominsky. None of us wish anything bad on any player. But with that being said, John Cominsky, as I stated on a few shows back, that he was my odd man out. I just think that John Cominsky got lost in the shuffle because his effort that he gives is on 1,000. But that overshadows the fact that he lacks a little bit in the skill department. He reminds me of a guy who came here, and it's not because he's white, but he reminds me of a guy who came here when in 2013 with the Lions, man, and or 2012 with the Lions, man, and he's that same type of motor guy that keeps it going. But I think the Lions will bring somebody in probably after the first preseason game, because you're going to see your depth. And maybe if they're not happy with the development of some guys, they might bring somebody else in. I personally hope they bring in Christian Wilkins since he's still he's still a free agent. But I know that's like far fetched, and he's gonna cost too much money. But Christian Wilkins is still he's still not signed. So, but John Cominsky, I'm sorry, man. We all pray for your speed recovery. Hopefully, you can get back in the playoffs. But he was my odd man out. So.
Yeah, definitely. I think we've all said this some of the things on this show, this panel, that we didn't think that he was gonna be on the roster, just because of the fact that the emergence of some of the younger guys uh, that are on the defensive line that are playing at a higher level. But he took a pay cut to stay here, so that may have been his saving grace to be on the roster. But right now, all we could do is pray for that brother. Hope he heals up, man. Again, I hope you heal up, and the Lions are going to make the postseason, so we're going to see you in December and January, man. Because there's no doubt in our mind that the Lions are going to be in the playoffs. I'm just saying. Like the video, share the video, and comment on the video. Comment on the video, man. All of these things help us get this Lions content to more fans just like yourself, man. And a reminder, during the training camps, with the days that there are practices, the shows airs a little bit later at 8:15. We premiere at 8:15, and the live show go at 8:15 as well. So, but thank you for starting your hump day with us right here on the Boss Up Ball Out podcast. Now it is time for parting shots for today. I'm gonna kick it to my man LL Cool Tonch, who's wearing the LL Cool J hat today. All right, what you got, my man?
Didn't put that together. Good connection there, Kurt. But just to, and not to, no offense, unless it's to Christian Wilkins, he been signed. He in Oakland, man. But I'm happy Wednesday. Again, if y'all, there ain't too many dollar conies around, find you a cheap coney deal and bag of chips and enjoy your day.
All right, my man, Coach Jones, man, what you got to say for the people?
You hurt my feelings. You know what, man? I can honestly say, man, that they're lucky in the NFL that they did away with 2-a-days, because we've had 2-a-days Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and my body hurt, man. I'm not even gonna hold you up, and I'm not even out there. But we pushing through, man. I think the NFL has done the players a justice by limiting them in practice a little bit. But I think that practices should be a little more contact, like Dan Campbell said, because you don't want your first contact to be in the game, because that's not going to end good. So, when people get down on injuries and stuff like that, man, just remember, man, you have to hit. You have to hit in practice, man, because that's the only thing that's going to get your body ready for the game. So, with that being said, man, y'all have a good day.
Definitely. And again, man, thank you guys for checking us out right here on the Boss Up Ball Out podcast. Like the video and share it with other Lions fans like yourself. Subscribe to the channel, man, and follow us on your favorite social media platforms, man. Over there with Coach Jones with Wolverine Sports Talk, man. You can follow me on Instagram, X, all those platforms, and LL. You know how it gets down, man. It's always Liddy on Thursdays over there on his Instagram account. So with that being said, you got to do your man Kurt Steele favor. Whatever you do in life, you got to boss up, ball out, and be the best version of you that you can be. My fellas, Coach Mike Jones and LL Cool Torrance. This is Kurt Steele, and we will holla at you real soon.